better get the mics rolling, the cameras rolling, because this one is gonna be a dandy. One fall.
Hold on to your cushions, Grandma. Here comes the match.
I hope we have enough time on television left for this one. Baron von Raschke, the Clawmaster, tagging up with Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell to take on the Brown boys.
And look at von Raschke. He's breathing fire right off the top.
Let's take the side of the Baron and Brunzell. The Baron in at about 246, representing West Germany. And his tag team partner, Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell, in at about 233 from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Their opponents, Larry, the Brown boys, no strangers to this part of the country. Kerry Pitbull Brown in at about 243. And the Bulldog weighing in at 250. Brown, though, looks like he's putting on a little bit more weight. I'm talking about Kerry, one time up at 265.
And there's Daddy's a bit more trim, but there they are, father and son, and no doubt the son has learned from the father. This is going to be an ugly match, Joe. I can see this. Look at that.
The timekeeper has said this one is a one-fall 45-minute affair.
Of course, Raschke no longer just a spokesman for West Germany. There is no West and East anymore. He's just a spokesman from Germany, I would think.
That's right. I must have made the mistake, Larry. I apologize to all the great German fans across the country. We had a great time a few weeks back in Winkler, Manitoba. And a big hello to all the great fans across the country. This is today's main event.
Brunzell, a vicious move.
Nice arm drag takedown, locking up that left arm of Kerry Pitbull Brown. This one got started a couple of weeks ago when the Bulldog stepped foot in the ring against the Clawmaster, and Bulldog knocks that leg up right into the back of Brunzell that puts him to the canvas. You got to be and very wary of the Browns. These guys make quick
tags. These two are wily characters.
Work very well together. Look at, we've got all four of them basically taking part now, and the Baron wants nothing.
Oh, the Baron is mad.
He wants a piece of the Bulldog.
And the Bulldog and his little boy, his big boy, working on his, oh my goodness.
Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell doing battle right now with Bulldog Bob Brown. The Baron in one corner, the Pitbull on the other. And Brown making a tag to his son, the Pitbull. Turns that arm around a Brunzell. You're going to be seeing a lot of action in this one. Nice monkey
look at that. What a move. What a move from the athletic Brunzell. Did you say he was 40 years old?
He is.
Unbelievable move.
Look at
here comes the Baron. Oh, yes, father and son, off they go.
Not very athletic with that two-finger maneuver, but it did the trick. Double noggin knocker coming. Anyway, look at Bob, went for a tag in the wrong corner. He got a tag.
The Baron having the time of his life. Wonderful move.
Double team effort here.
Into the breadbasket. Kerry Brown hurting.
Brunzell in now with the tag uppercut under that armpit.
Into the armpit.
Nice wishbone maneuver, takes him down. Good amateur move from Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Wrestling all over the world.
Even though he has Kerry Brown down, he keeps his eye on Bulldog.
You have to at all times in a match like this.
Absolutely.
Nice hit
and the Bulldog takes a dive.
And right back to work now on the arm of Daddy Brown, if you will, the Bulldog. Look at the Baron with a couple of fingers. The Baron, always a treat to watch.
Brunzell biting.
A tag being made now. I'll tell you, there's been a lot of tags already in this one, and they have to.
What a match it's been.
Tag now on the other team, Brunzell and the Baron. Trying to make a field goal is Baron von Raschke. And right back to work on that arm. I'll tell you what you got to watch out for here. Of course, the Browns combination. Breaking the rules. One of them always being in there when the other one needs help.
Look at this crowd. They're mad for the Baron.
The Baron, always a pleasure to see him wherever he goes. And ladies and gentlemen, if you see the Baron and Brunzell or even the Browns on a top billing here in the WFWA, you better get your tickets early. Dad's not there for the tag, and the Baron pulls away.
Oh, no, and Dad was standing there looking so concerned for his boy, and he wasn't there when he needed him.
Well, Brown went to ring the bell. Nobody was home. Well, like usual, Bulldog was home, but just like on Halloween, not handing out any candy or making the tag.
Couldn't said it better myself. I wouldn't try to, Jojo.
Small package.
Oh!
The eyes.
This is one vicious match.
Brunzell going to work.
There's a lot of hatred here in this ring, Joe.
Oh, after what happened a couple of weeks ago when Brown was in there, Bulldog that is, with the Baron, and then Kerry Brown stepped foot in the ring, 2-on-1 effort. Brunzell came in, you had to sign the tag.
Oh, no. Bulldog Bob Brown rakes the eyes of Brunzell and pleads his innocence. The disgusting actions of a thug.
The referee's going to have his hands full in this one. As you can see, he's got to get the Baron out of there. And that gives Brown more time to go to work on Brunzell. Look at Brunzell trying to break loose.
Trying to break through. Oh! Oh!
That's what the Browns do best, though. They break the rules, 2-on-1 efforts. And Brunzell, when Brown almost had him in a chin lock, Brunzell turned it around. Quick move by Jumpin' Jimmy.
Brunzell making some smart moves, some athletic moves against the chicanery, the shameless moves of some thugs.
I'll tell you one thing, though, the success rate of the Brown boys is very good.
I'm not denying that.
Whether you like them or not, I know you can't take them for granted at any time. A lot of people calling Brown Dinosaur Brown, as in Bulldog. But I'll tell you one thing. Look at Brunzell now breaking the rules.
Oh, my, oh!
And the crowd is on fire.
Brunzell has had enough. He's had enough.
Nutcracker coming, and it's going to happen to a bigger nut.
Cancel the ear appointment, Mama. I won't hear again.
Look at this now.
Oh!
Bob Brown like a pinball in a pinball machine. Back and
it's down.
could be it, Larry. 1, 2. Oh, he's only a 2 count.
Well, Bulldog Bob Brown is a skillful wrestler, Joe. Any criticism I've made has to be couched in those terms. He knows this stuff. Here comes the Baron.
The Baron with the side headlock. Look at the crowd now getting behind the Baron.
Oh, the Baron is enjoying himself.
The Baron more than just a pretty face in there, Larry.
He hasn't smiled that wide since the last family reunion barbecue in Germany.
I'll tell you one thing for certain. You're always in for top dollar entertainment when stars like this appear in an arena, a town, wherever they are booked. You're not going to get any better than this. 4 of the top athletes and competitors in the world today are in there. Look at Brown, though. The Bulldog keep chanting with the referee, trying to keep himself going. The Baron's applying a lot of pressure with that headlock, and referee Joe Farino is having words with Kerry Brown when they make the old switcheroo. They made the old switcheroo. And the referee's asking if they made a tag. And of course they did, Larry, as far as the fans are concerned.
That's the way to put it, Joe, as far as the fans are concerned.
And I'll tell you one thing. I've worked television with Brown before. I've seen him in the ring many a times, and it's about time that the comeuppance are up for the Bulldog and the Pitbull.
I couldn't agree more with you, Joe. Oh!
I'll tell you
I think the Bulldog had pulled something from his trunks.
He's got something in his hand.
It's a foreign object.
I can't see it from
I
here.
can still see it.
We're a ways back here at Club Taboo.
And the Baron takes a dive.
Brunzell trying to have words with the referee. But the referee isn't paying attention. He's just worried about getting Brunzell out of the ring.
And Bulldog Brown just waves his son into the ring and wipes off.
And handed it over like a baton in the
Oh,
marathon.
my word! Oh, the duplicity, the shameless hypocrisy of wrestling tradition.
I'll tell you, it's just a thrill to be sitting here at ringside, Larry, with stars like the Baron and Brunzell in there. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Baron temporarily sidelines by these moves.
And Brunzell sitting there at ringside getting very impatient. There's nothing he can do. The referee looked for the object. He couldn't find it. Brunzell's got to stay in this corner, though. He's getting all fired up. That temper getting to him.
No.
And it's going to cause more problems for his partner.
He better stay out.
They're wearing down the Baron just like they wanted to. Nice chop, though, by Brown. That's his trademark, Larry. Nobody lands those chops like him. Look at the Bulldog.
Oh, and off from father to son as the Baron weaves and moves. Oh, my goodness.
They are wearing down the Baron and Larry. That is what the Browns do best in tag team action. They know how to wear down their opponents. And they have been keeping the Baron in their half of the ring and not letting Brunzell mount any kind of comeback for his team. They got to make a tag.
Somehow a tag will have to be made at the moment. The Baron is being victimized, and Brunzell wants in, and he can't.
Double team now. They're both putting the Baron to the boots. The referee. Why in a match like this wouldn't you have two referees, Larry? There's no way one guy.
I think they should institute that. It's certainly necessary because the kinds of things that have gone on in this match are inexcusable.
Brunzell.
He wants in. He's so desperate to get in.
And again, they make the switch now. This time, Brown and Brown.
The Browns are very crafty people, Joe. They're very crafty.
Joe Farino is having a tough time in this one. And Bulldog, of course, is going to say he made the tag, but I'll tell you, he's as crooked as the sidewalk in front of my home.
Right now, Baron von Raschke is so impaired.
He's not even moving. But the crowd, they're getting fired up, Larry. They are trying to look at the Baron. It's working, Larry.
It's working.
The home field
happening.
advantage. He's getting back to his feet. Look at the Baron going to work. Trying to reverse the hold.
The Baron's on his feet. Oh!
And it took both of them to get that hold broken. You know, Larry, you sit here at ringside.
Oh!
You can't help but get annoyed at the way the Browns operate.
I'm no more than annoyed. I'm incensed. I'm incensed.
Brown is biting the nose of the Baron for crying out loud.
Baron von Raschke looks like Dean Martin at a wine tasting. My word.
As red as a ripe tomato, I guess is what you're trying to say. They make the tag. He's made the tag.
He's made the tag.
Baron tags Brunzell. Oh, the referee didn't see it. And he's sending Brunzell back. Oh, and Brown off the top rope to the back of the Baron. And I'll tell you, von Raschke, the Clawmaster, I don't know what he's got left.
He's taken such punishment.
Kerry Brown now off the second rope. Trying to land a big elbow. Oh, the Baron!
And the Baron moves up. Oh, my goodness.
Larry, he was only going on instinct there because his mind is right out of this match, going on instinct. He made the tag.
He made the tag.
In comes Jumpin Jimmy Brunzell, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Body drop, another back body drop.
One Brown down, two Brown downs, another Brown down.
Brunzell.
And another Brown down.
Look at Brunzell go to work, a one-man wrecking crew giving his partner the rest. Whip, Irish whip off the ropes, and a big boot by Brunzell going to work on Bulldog now. He lands a chop, and Brown is on his butt.
Flat in his can. Oh, look
got him in a sleeper, a hold a former partner made famous. Greg Gagne used to use a sleeper. Brunzell came back with it, and Brown broke it.
Proves you can never learn too much from your peers and your superiors, Joe. Oh, my goodness.
What an uppercut. By Jumpin, Jimmy Brunzell. Landon, oh, atomic drop. The crowd is on fire here. Capacity crowd on hand, enjoying all the great action.
Oh, oh, what a move.
The most devastating drop kick I've ever witnessed.
And Bulldog Bob Brown.
When Brunzell landed.
Look at this. The Baron taking vengeance on Bulldog Bob Brown.
Kerry Brown's head snapped back. Now we got Bulldog outside the ring.
Bulldog. All right.
Let's get the Baron's got
There's
the claw.
bedlam here. There's bedlam.
We got to get back up to the ring, though. The Baron's got the claw on Bulldog. Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell. There we go. Let's get up to the ring. Sunset flip. But Brown's got a hold of the rope. The referee kicks the arms. Brunzell.
Oh, look at this.
He got him.
Brunzell gets the match. Brunzell gets the match.
Holy cow, Brunzell got him with the sunset flip while the Baron had the claw on Bulldog. Double defeat, if you ask me.
A clear victory.
Brunzell and the Baron victorious.
Well, Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Brown, who's barking? I mean, who's got the laugh last now? Sure, everybody in Winnipeg saw a couple of weeks ago what you did to the Baron von Raschke. Brown, you couldn't handle him by yourself, so you had your son, Kerry Brown, jump in and interfere. Well, tonight, the people of Winnipeg saw an extremely talented team, a team that combined the both of professional wrestling. Speed and agility and strength and awesome power in that hand. Yeah, Browns, the people watched you manipulate the referee. Sure, you're great at that. You've been doing that for years. But then the people saw a genuine team, a team that was willing to sacrifice for one another for one goal, and that was to defeat Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Brown right here in Winnipeg. Isn't that right, Baron?
Das ist richtig. Jimmy, I was so glad you were. We hit him high. We hit him low. They broke all the rules. We got our hands raised. But if you think that's the end, if you think that's the finish, if you think it's over, Bob, Bulldog, yep, Brown, and Kerry, yip, Brown, you're mistaken. You hurt me. You hurt my partner, Jim Brunzell. You hurt us in our hearts. And we're coming after you. I don't care if it's on the East Coast or the West Coast, in the Northern Territories, wherever it is. Jim Brunzell and Baron von Raschke will be on your tails. We're going to catch you, and we're going to stop you. The Browns are finished, and that's all the people need to know.
Well, they broke every rule in the book. You just saw on television now. Baron von Raschke had me outside the ring. The referee should have disqualified them. No, they let the match go on. They let the match get out of hand. Sure, we got cheated is what we got. You talk about Jesse James being a thief. The biggest robbery took place right here tonight. But you guys think it's just about over, right? Well, I got news for you, gentlemen. You started a war, and we're going to finish it. And Jim Brunzell and Baron von Raschke, there'll be another time right around the corner, and tell them what's going to happen the next time, Pitbull.
You know, Baron von Raschke, when your plumbing fails, you call a plumber. When your electricity fails, you call an electrician. When your wrestling career fails, you look up and you call out the names of Kerry Pitbull Brown and Bulldog Bob Brown. And believe me, the next time you look up, you will be looking at the face of Kerry Pitbull Brown and Bulldog Bob Brown. Case dismissed.